Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yes, indeed. I'm giving my reaction today on Kendra G clapping back at Corey Holcomb from Corey Holcomb's response to her being on the Tamron Hall show. Now, whether people disagree or like the things she says, I actually gotta give her respect for coming back at him. I gotta give her respect on that. Not even acting like I'm not a person that watches Corey Holcomb's show, because I do. There are things that he says that I don't agree with, but a lot of the things he say I do agree with. And she actually is going to hit on some points that I really don't agree with. And truthfully and honestly, he really did say that. Check it out.
Today, I'm going to give a gift to Corey Holcomb. Oh, Corey Holcomb, you're going out sad, baby. You are going out sad. But this is my gift to you because I know this is what you wanted. Because this is how you pay your bills, off of content from the internet. And it's just so sad because, you know, we just had so much high hopes from you. Like, you could have been in the list of Chicago comedian legends that came to LA and did big things. Look at Little Rel. Oh, the career is just going up and up. Late night talk shows, movies. Dion Cole, Chicago legend, just hosted the Image Awards, countless TV shows, working with Oprah in movies. D. Ray Davis, oh, the resume is too long for me to even stay in this conversation. Countless TV shows, tours around the world. Then we have Corey Holcomb.
Now, she's stretching it a little bit on some of the things she said at this point right now. I will not say that D-Ray Davis is a better comedian than Corey. I definitely will not say the one dude, T-Rail, I definitely don't think he's a better comedian. But everyone has their own opinion.
A Chicago YouTuber. You could have stayed in Chicago for this shit. I mean, you didn't have to move to California to be a YouTuber, Corey. Now, I really thought long and hard before doing this video because I know this is what you want because this is how you pay your bills. And I know giving you attention indirectly helps you because it gives you content to talk about, but that's why I'm calling this video my gift to you. This will help you pay your mortgage next month, okay? Okay, let's get into it. Now, recently, Corey Holcomb tried to break down my Tamron Hall interview on his show, but he tried to slander my name on purpose, intentionally, by presenting the Tamron Hall interview I did in a wrong manner, okay? Tamron Hall personally invited me on her show to break down different dating trends and different dating styles. Tamron Hall says at the top of the show, I'm gonna go to these two women, me and another young lady, to break down different dating trends and styles. Take a look.
Okay, so my team found 2025's most talked about dating trends and catchphrases. These ladies are going to break it down. I gave you some of them at the beginning of the show, so don't feel badly if you've never heard of them, because I'd never heard of them either.
First one that Tamron Hall does is called future proofing, and she asked me directly, Kendra G, to break it down. Take a listen.
And I didn't look them up because I want to know how you define
Yes.
them. Future proofing.
Yes.
Kendra.
Oh, you gotta have a job. You have to have an ambition that's gonna go somewhere for sure. I want to see W-2 forms. I want to see success records. I want to meet your mama. I want to know where you live. Is it in your name? I'm talking from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to make you be already made. I don't got clay. I'm not magic.
But guys don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys,
And they don't want a broke lady.
well, no, I don't know though. Some men,
Guys, I'm
I don't don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
You know, shoes
are
is
you
$1,000.
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, yeah, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now, I'm not saying I agree.
Wait a minute. This is getting spicy in here.
But I'm with you, Tamron, because I got my own money.
Don't say something else.
Now, Corey Holcomb takes a portion of that interview, and he...
Now hold up. Before I even finish playing this, about what she's saying, Corey said, or however, the crowd did boo and argue when you said that. That is a fact. I went over and watched your interview on Tamron Hall, whatever her name is. They did boo you when you said that. Now, regardless of if you're saying that you're a made woman, as far as you got the money to take care of yourself and all that, which you do, that's beautiful. But you did say women, and you are a woman, so you're also talking about you. Now, there's nothing wrong with going 50-50 in a relationship, just like if I do for you, you should be able to do for me. That's not what that sound like. That sound like you were saying, which what you did say is for being in my presence. Like a man should pay for a woman just because they're in their presence. I don't agree with that.
Intentionally makes edits to make it appear that I'm talking about myself, opposed to answering the question of what is future proofing. Take a look.
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. It's too funny. I had to say something about it.
Now, Corey Holcomb takes a portion of that interview, and he intentionally makes edits to make it appear that I'm talking about myself, opposed to answering the question of what is future proofing. Take a look.
I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. It's too funny. I had to say something about it. I want to talk about the sister, Kendra G. She's a girl who used to do radio in Chicago that I met on the radio in Chicago. And I think she really flopped when she went on this show with Tamron Hall. And I'm going to just play the clip first and let people watch. They might see what I'm talking about. So can we play that clip? All right, give it to me.
Just speaking, because I heard you say
I don't think men want a broke lady, but they also don't want a lady that's going to be too expensive. You know, wigs is $2,000, lashes is $300.
Okay,
So
are you easing into high maintenance?
Yes, well, I think that, that's real high.
And you're owning, so 2025 people are owning the high maintenance?
Well, women feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
Why if you here? If a man is here, why am I?
But you're not here for my wigs.
But they're feeling like this. Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this. Now,
I just speaking because I heard.
Stop.
That's crazy.
She made a goddamn fool out of herself.
now, if you watch the interview back, you will see that there's a moment when Tamron says, well, why can't, the woman just pay for the wigs herself? I said, I agree with you, Tamron. I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more.
Why can't you keep doing it for yourself?
I agree with you, Tamron, but they're like, why if you? Well, in order for Corey to drive.
That is very true, what you just said. The only thing that messed that whole thing up for me, as a man listening to what you said, is that you didn't say, I want a man to be able to do as much as I do for him for me. That's what you should have said. That is exactly what you should have said. Not make it seem that a man should be happy and pay for a woman to be in his presence. You shouldn't have made it seem like that, though.
This narrative, he added that one key part out.
I feel like this is what I do for myself, so a man has to be able to do the same or more. Why can't you keep doing it for yourself? Why, if you did? If a man is here, why am I not here for my wig?
Because had he kept that in the interview, he would have revealed I was never talking about myself. Baby, I got enough money to take care of myself. I'm so thankful to God that I don't need no man to live the way that I want to live in this world. I am a blessed woman, okay? Very blessed and very grateful. I can buy my own wigs, my own lashes, my own shoes. I can do whatever I want to do and happy to do so. So to try to paint the narrative that I said a man has to do that to be in my presence is just a lie. Now here's another really funny moment because see, Corey Holcomb thought the joke was on me. Whole time the joke is on you. Because there's also a moment in that interview when Tamron says, well, a man doesn't want a broke woman.
They don't want that either. They don't want to make us.
Well, true, but the thing with guys,
And they don't want a broke lady.
well, no, that's, I don't know though. Some men,
And I said, well, I took a moment. Because actually, Corey, you came to mind. You are on record saying you only date women who are in poverty-stricken situations because you can control them. They can afford to leave you. You represent men who prey on women who are less fortunate. These are words that you have said out of your own mouth.
Know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your?
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So, women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So, I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and...
He did say that might be wrong, though. I will respect it. I will respectfully say that. I'm not gonna knock the fact that he did say that might be wrong. So he knows it's wrong, but that doesn't change what he's doing.
my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some,
Hold up, god damn.
some outlet Jordans. Girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Another moment from the Corey Holcomb interview I want to break down. This was the part that had me laughing the most. Now he proceeds to talk about my attraction level, and he says that Tamron Hall is a bad woman, and I agree. Tamron Hall is extremely beautiful, but I, on the other hand, am not as attractive.
I want to tell Kendra G something that she really needs to stop pretending about this as well. Tamron Hall is a bad.
Super bad.
Her problems ain't your problems. Kendra, if a motherfucker wake up arguing with you, you're gonna be, get your monkey ass out my face. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Now that doesn't bother me. Man, you could call me a 0. It would not hurt my feelings, okay? You could call me a -5. I would not care because who's ever judging me, I don't want you back. So we have a match. You don't want me, I don't want you. But the reason why it's funny for Corey Holcomb to say that, Corey Holcomb is on record trying to holler at me for years. Years. I have receipts. I have public receipts. Actually, Corey Holcomb was on my dating show trying to holler at me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But what's up with you?
I'm not available, Corey, but you and I are not a good... There's no way I would ever date a person like you, Corey.
Why would you niggas fuck?
No.
No.
I'm gonna invite you to my wedding, Corey.
I wouldn't go because I'll be trying to flirt with you when he go to the bathroom. You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I gotta wait this out again. One of these years, I'm gonna get you.
I was single for a very long time.
I'll be tricking too.
You do?
I'm a trick. I see the struggle in them. That's what I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with
I
us.
chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you?
You got a job.
I've been trying to smash her since I saw her, but it just...
Never happened.
All them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them.
No, you don't get me ever.
10 years from now,
No, 10 years
you
from now.
belong to me.
Corey Holcomb in the studio, Chicago. We are coming right.
I ain't got nothing to say about that. She 100% right about that. I will say though, she does look totally 100% different than what she looks like with the makeup and the weave on, the wigs, however you want to go. She do look 100% different. I will say that.
You know, but let me break down the last interview I just played, because in that interview, Corey says out of his own mouth, he's been trying to have sex with me for years, but because I have a job, I won't go. But one day I'll lose my radio job and then I will belong to him. Well, let me talk about the facts. I didn't lose my radio job. I actually quit my radio job. That is when the Kendra G hate began from Corey. I've been hosting my dating show for 5 years. I just showed you Corey Holcomb was once on my show. No one cared. No one cared about my little old dating show when it was just on Instagram. But as I grew, the jealousy, the envy for my success grew. At the beginning of this, I said, this is my gift to Corey Holcomb, because I know in the end this really works in his favor, because he's only relevant when relevant people speak about him, which he knows how to make money off of content. So that's why this is your gift. But Corey, I just gotta be honest with you. I know you're the comedian, but you're also the joke. Only people who are miserable follow your page because misery loves company. Anybody with any sense, anybody with...
Hold up. Just stop it. I ain't miserable in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And I actually do watch his page. So, please pay attention to the things you say, woman.
Any merit, they are praying that their daughters never date a man like you. They are praying that their sons never grow up to be sad and a loser like you. You literally are the joke. And it's actually really sad. You could have been so much more successful, like a D-Ray, a Little Rel, oh my God, Deion Cole, but you will never reach their heights. You are a YouTuber. The end. Oh, listen, bonus content. I almost forgot. Okay, let's talk about this. Kendra G trying to be Kevin Samuels. People, Kendra G runs her own company. I own my own dating app. I host an online dating show. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kevin Samuels have transgender people on his show? Did Kevin Samuels have married couples looking to add a person to their relationship on his show? Did Kevin Samuels, and I don't know this, did he ever have people that met from his show, then got married and had babies? I don't know too much, but I don't think he did any of that. I think he was a consultant to women who were asking for advice. I host a dating show and I own a dating app, Kendra G Singles. Download it now. One more bonus for the men and women who support Corey Holcomb. So you're saying you support a man who feels at times it might be justified that a man disciplines his woman. I'll let him explain what he means when he says discipline his woman.
This a joke or was this the truth? You holding somebody's head to the window?
I would never hold a girl head to the window
So that
unless
was
she
a joke.
had it coming. So are you saying, Mr. Newton, you have never had to physically discipline a woman?
Never.
Oh my God.
Because I'm going to tell you, in my situation,
You can't.
Somebody would have came out and said, Cam has physically abused me.
Okay, well, I ain't even gonna let it go all the way through on that because I don't agree with nothing Corey said on this part as far as having to physically discipline a woman. Okay, because if a woman does something I don't like and I correct her and she does it again, I don't want to be with her. It's just that simple. I don't want to be with her, and I'm going to remove myself from the situation and get away from her. Period. There's a difference from defending yourself than assaulting a woman. Two different things. There's two different things. But what I was shocked at was that, what's his name? Cam Newton said to, when he was interviewing Charleston White, that he would get into it with any man that he saw abusing a woman. Why you didn't say that to him? I'm not acting like he's bigger and badder than you, not in no way, shape, or fashion. But why didn't you say at that time to him? That's all I want to know, is why didn't you say at that time to him? Now let's get back to, let me see if I can get over here to it.
What he means when he said, then got married and had babies. I own my own dating app. Grow up to be sad and a loser like you. You literally are the joke. And it's actually really sad. You could have been so gray, a little round. Oh my God, Deion Cole reached their heights. You are a YouTuber. Oh, listen, bonus content. I almost forgot. Okay, let's talk about this. Kendra G trying to be Kevin Samuels. People, Kendra G runs her own company. I own.
Okay. This is probably the only real thing that I have to say that you actually do sound slow. I ain't gonna say slow. You do sound whack for trying to make it seem like you didn't, because actually you did. You may own your production company and all that, okay, but you still took after what Kevin Samuels was doing. It ain't the exact same thing, no, it's not. But you did take after his concept. No one will make me feel different. No one. Because your whole platform is that you may talk to transgenders, you may talk to the whole alphabet, as well as straight ones. Yes, you may. But regardless, the way you're going and the questions you ask, especially how you begin, is directly the way Kevin Samuels did his thing. 100%. Not halfway, 100%. Now, you switched up certain things. Yes, you did. And to go back and correct you, actually, why ain't getting him to say correct? Because you said you didn't know. Yes, he has had people get married that has married from meeting each other on his show. Rest in peace to that brother as well. He had people get married. I don't know if anyone has had kids get married and have kids from his show. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. But I do know people have been married off of his show, and there's nothing wrong with the way he was coming at what he was saying. And the only one up I can say you own your production company. Okay, that's the one up I can give you.
My own dating app. I host an online dating show. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kevin Samuels have transgender people on his show? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kevin about this? Kendra G trying to be Kevin Samuels. People, Kendra G runs her own company. I own my own dating app.
Hold up, let me get sure. I had to make sure I heard. Okay, she didn't say she owned her whole company. She said she owns her own dating app. Okay, that's different. Okay, I apologize for saying she said she owned her own production company. She said she owned her own dating app.
Host an online dating show. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Kevin Samuels have transgender people on his show? Did Kevin Samuels have married couples looking to add a person to their relationship on his show? Did Kevin Samuels, and I don't know this, Did he ever have people that met from his show, then got married and had babies? I don't know too much, but I don't think he did any of that. I think he was a consultant to women who were asking for advice. I host a dating show and I own a dating app, Kendra G.
Did everything she just said except for one of them, well, two of them. And the main one is having people that were with the LGBTQ community on his show. That's about as far as I know.
G singles, download it now. One more bonus for the men and women who support Corey Holcomb. So you're saying you support a man who feels at times it might be justified that a man disciplines his woman. I'll let him explain what he means when he says discipline.
And I'm going to end it because it's almost basically at the end. Now, let me say from a man's perspective, no, I would not want my daughter to date any man that is with putting their hands on them. Okay? But I will also say that I've also put in my daughter's head, do not ever hit a man and don't expect that man to hit you back. I have said that. There's a big difference when you step out of your lane and put yourself in a position to where you're assaulting the man. There's a difference. Being a woman, you can speak and say whatever you want. Should nothing a woman says be judgment to where I'm going to put my hands on her. That's facts. Facts. Now, as far as getting me away from her and me not being in your life, yes, a woman can say a whole lot to make me not want to be in her life. That's very true. But no, I don't want my daughter to ever be with a man that puts their hands on her. Period. That is true. But I don't want my daughter ever to be the woman that puts their hands on a man and think that that man ain't supposed to defend and prevent you from harming him. I'll never say that either. But hey, I like the fact that Kendra G came back at Corey for saying what he said. I definitely love that. 100%. There are plenty of things that you do that I don't like, but I definitely love the fact that you are starting to stand up and speak your mind when cats like Corey Holcomb says what they says about you. Regardless of if I feel some of the things Corey does is correct, it has nothing to do with it. I like the fact that she's standing up and coming back at Corey for saying what he said. Period, point blank. I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.